Yo, what up, Taurus? Welcome to Moonbeam Tarot. How y'all doing? This is going to be a reading for the energy of Taurus, and I'm going to be using my own tarot deck that I created myself. It's just on flashcards, but is that the right word for these? But all the artwork is mine. They need some finishing touches, but they're pretty much ready to go. If you guys are interested in a private reading, Spirit has let me know that it's time for me to open back up booking for that. So just send me an email if you're interested. My email address is going to be in the description box. Also, Spirit has also advised me to let you guys know that I am also a psychic medium. So if you guys are interested, or like if you are wanting to connect to a loved one who has passed over in whatever way, go ahead and send me an email in regards to that as well, and we'll work something out with that too. This is the first time Spirit has ever urged me to offer those services, so that those are also going to be available now. Email's in the description box, but it's also Jax, Jax, moonbeam444@gmail.com. Okay, so yeah, let's get started with the reading. I shuffle these a little more gentle because I don't have them laminated yet. If anybody out there has any great information about any publishing houses or agents, I would be happy for you to drop me a comment or send me an email and let me know about that, because I'm going to start looking for publishers soon, and I'm always open to y'all's information, because networking is important, and you guys, I'm sure there's people out there who may know more about it than me. Yeah, so let's see. Let me see. You guys feel pretty calm. Spirit isn't sending through any specific messages for you right away, except for I'm seeing you covered in flowers. So, I'm taking that as Spirit is saying it's a good time to pamper yourself. So it might be a good time to do something that you've maybe never done before, like take a bath and absolutely fill the bath water with flower petals. Or just that to me represents softness, your feminine energy, whether you're male or female. It's about your feminine energy, nurturing yourself, being kind to yourself, being loving with yourself, treating yourself like a flower. Oh, there's two cards here. Okay. Oh, those go together, I feel. Also, maybe wearing flower prints, maybe switching to, or like deciding to purchase like a floral body spray, cologne, lotion, things like that. This is interesting because the card "You've Died Together" came up, so this could literally be like about a death, someone covered in flowers because they're dead. And this could be past life, like maybe in past life that's what happened, like maybe you died and somebody covered your body in flowers, which is very beautiful and shows a lot of not just love but reverence, like you're a high priestess or something. So yeah, bottom of the deck, look at that. Damn, spirit is popping. Bottom of the deck, self-value. And these are literally flowers inside of a rib cage made out of wood with a crystal on top here and the heart for the breastplate. So this is really about loving yourself, really loving yourself, doing a lot of deep healing and self-care. So the first card is Think Like a Gemini. Then we have Defensiveness with a rose on the shield. Defensiveness. We have Third Eye. These two cards came up together, like I didn't even know they were together. So we have You've Died Together, and what was underneath it is Spirit Says a Different Way. We have the Crossroads. And we also have You're Worth More. That's a ruby pendant. So we also have a ruby here. So, and with the rose here, I feel like rubies are of significance in some way for you guys. Let's see. So, with Think Like a Gemini and the Crossroads card coming up, Spirit Says a Different Way. I feel like this is saying, it's time to think outside the box. Okay, what I feel is you guys have been thinking about something, maybe thinking about someone, because it says you've died together. And we also have the two people here. So, and we have the third eye. Okay, so if this is about another person, if this is in regards to another person, and maybe wanting or planning to do something with this other person in some way. I feel that Spirit is, there's also a teardrop on this card, okay? So that's also significant. There's, and it's just one teardrop. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting bombarded with messages. I gotta communicate these so that you understand them. Okay, so if you're dealing with another person, first of all, it's past life. You've died together. And this could be traumatic for you in this life. And you might not even know why, but this is why. So, Spirit is saying, what Spirit is showing me is somebody sitting around thinking, how should I handle things with this person? And you've been like in this one lane of thought in regards to this person or in regards to how you should handle this person. And Spirit is saying it's time to switch to the other lane. So you have another idea in mind, but you've had it on the back burner. Like, what you're currently doing, you're the most comfortable with. But Spirit is saying, do that other thing that I've been putting in your mind, whether you know I've been the one putting it in your mind or not. But it's that thing that's on the back burner that you don't like to look at much because it's out of your comfort zone. Spirit's saying to do it that way. Now, with the You're Worth More card coming up, with the defensiveness and self-value, I feel like you're cutting yourself short. Like, your insecurities are causing you to cut yourself short. What I mean is, there's a person or there's something that you want. Maybe a person you're in love with, a career you want to start, a business you want to build, something. But you're cutting yourself short and you're like, no, I'm not good enough for that. I'm just going to screw that up. It's like you have a lot of insecurities and they're tricking you into thinking that you do not deserve the happiness that this is going to bring you. But you do. You do. You most definitely do. This could be someone being defensive with you, but I feel, Taurus, that this is you being defensive. I feel like this is you holding up a shield. And it's okay to hold up a shield sometimes, right? Like, especially if our heart is messy and we don't want somebody to come close to us until it's not. That's fine. But, I've been going through a lot, so, I cry a lot. So that's why there's this teardrop here, and Spirit told me to leave it. So what this is telling me in this reading is that you have a lot of crying to do, that you're not allowing yourself to do, like you're not letting it come out. And it's necessary to purge those emotions, those tears. Maybe you still have some mourning to do about losing this person in another life. And so when this sadness comes up, you might be like, I don't even know why I'm crying. Why is this such a big deal? And your logical mind, think like a Gemini, so maybe your mind is telling you, that's silly. There isn't any reason for me to be sad about that, so I'm just going to shut those emotions off. A little single teardrop comes out and you're like, I'm done with that. And you just shut it off. And so Spirit's saying, don't do that. Let those emotions out, because you wouldn't have them. You wouldn't have them. There's a reason you have them, even if your logical mind doesn't understand it. And this reading is saying the reason you have them is because there's trauma from past lives that you just might not remember. But, crying it out is going to help. It's going to be very healing. Now, some of you also may be very defensive. You may have your shield up against this person. Is slightly similar to the Aries reading that I just did, but you might have your defenses up with this person because of this unresolved trauma, and you might not realize that that's why you're doing it. You're like, no, absolutely not. I'm not going to go through that again. I'm not going to feel that pain again. So you might be making a head over heart decision, or you think like that's what you've been doing and you think it's going to work, but it's not working. It's not, because we have the third eye card here. So you're still connected to this person. You can't shut it off. This could be about somebody trying to shut down a connection with somebody because they don't want to go through this pain again. But it's not ever going to work. You're not ever going to be able to close off your connection with this person because you're connected. What this means is you feel the same feelings. You you go through the same things, whether you're aware of it or not. So with the Crossroads card here, Spirit says a different way. A different way. So if Spirit is saying to you a different way, that means the way you've been doing it needs to change. It's also saying that Spirit is going to present to you a new way very soon. And you can trust it, even if it feels scary or out of your comfort zone, because maybe you don't even know your own worth. Spirit's saying, I'm going to show you the way. Spirit's saying, do it different this time. Spirit's saying, I want you to do something that you've never done before. I want you to do it differently. And this is also an X, which is 10, which is a completion of an old cycle and the beginning of a new one. It's also a diamond. And we have two X's here, so that's 10, 10. Okay, so that's the end of two cycles. It's also two diamonds. So this could be about marriage. This could mean that you want to marry this person, or you're going to marry this person, or maybe you are married to this person. But the diamond also represents infinity. To me, anyway. I don't know if that's written anywhere, if anybody else feels that way. But Spirit has shown to me that the diamond represents infinity, something that is never broken, something that never can be broken. And so, with Spirit says a different way, and the X coming up here, and the X being on this shield, it's like you've been blocking it. There's a lot of blocks. It's like it's blocked, so Spirit is trying to show you a way to unblock it. I feel very strongly that you guys are like, no, 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 I'm not going to do it. No, I'm not going to do it. And while you have free will and you can definitely say no, I feel the result of all of your no's is everything being blocked. Like you're just not moving forward. Because this thing that you're saying no to is your destiny. So you can say no to your destiny if you want. That's free will. But when you say no to your destiny, everything shuts down. Like all bets are off. And like you're just sitting there. Just sitting. And you might be trying to find other ways to get around this, or you might be filling your time with, things that maybe are under your level of worth. Just kind of screwing around like, oh, I'll screw around with this, or I'll do this, or I'll do that. But all of these things are under your level of worth. Like you're worthy of more. As in, the things that you're doing are bringing you a low level of happiness. But if you, follow Spirit and you don't block whatever this is anymore, and you actually face it, you're going to be flowing with your destiny. And then you will be at a higher level of happiness, which is what you're worthy of. A higher level of happiness. Now, another message I just got with the Think Like a Gemini card is that this person, I know these are two women, but gender doesn't matter. It could be a man and a woman just as easily. this is two women because a Gemini is one person. Okay, so that's why this is two women. So it's like a woman that's split in half. The two sides of her. But this could be two sides of a man as well. But what I'm trying to get at is the message I'm getting is that this person is your mirror. This could be your twin flame. I don't really like to play around with labels much, but it's like you met your match in this person. So, like, for example, if you wouldn't take any shit in a particular area of your life, this other person ain't going to either. It's like that. Like there's different ways that you guys could mirror each other, but with them head to head like this, I feel like that's the message that Spirit's giving me, is that you guys are, you're like, the path that you're on is leading you and this person to headbutt each other. Like, no, you're not going to treat me like that. No, you're not going to treat me like that. Like, it's a lot of real stubborn sort of energy. And that's why Spirit is saying, hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Can you fucking do this a different way? Because you're giving me a fucking migraine with this shit. Because Spirit's like really wanting this to go differently. And Spirit's been trying to be really gentle about it. And Spirit's going to continue to be gentle about it, I feel. But I'm also getting that really strong message that Spirit is like, what in the actual fuck? Like, the way you guys are doing this, or the way you are doing this, whoever, it's the person in the lead. There's an alpha in this situation. It's probably the man. But there's an alpha in this situation. And that person, the way that person is handling this, is giving Spirit a migraine. Now, this could be because you're literally beating your head against the wall. And Spirit's like, really? Like, you're hurting yourself so much by handling this situation the way that you are. Stop slamming your forehead against the wall. Stop going in circles like you think that you don't know how to do this, or there isn't a way to do this. Because there is. It's maybe letting down your shield a little bit in whatever way you can, because I'm not here to tell you what you need to do at all. And Spirit's not going to tell you what you need to do unless you ask. Because you got free will. And you matter. You matter. What you want matters. How you feel you can do something and you can't do something matters. Spirit is here saying there's a different way. It's like a soft whisper of Spirit. There's a different way. And with the self-value card at the bottom of the deck here, it's like Spirit saying the way you've been doing it is hurting you. But if you take this new way that Spirit's offering you, you will flourish with happiness and love. And that's what you're meant for. That's what you're worthy of. That's what you're worthy of. You're worthy of all this happiness. You're worthy of a ribcage full of motherfucking flowers. You're worthy of this beautiful ruby pendant. You're worthy of more than these things. You're worthy of all the happiness, of all the love, of all the abundance. I feel like I'm going to cry saying that, so that's a big deal. Like, this reading is going to hit somebody who's really been through it a lot of pain, feeling for a long time that you're not worthy of the happiness that you are worthy of. It is your right as an individual to be happy and to be loved and to love yourself. So you're going to be getting a lot of downloads. There are going to be things that Spirit is going to be trying to slip under your door. We have the third eye highlighted here twice. So there's going to be a lot of things that Spirit's going to sort of slip under your door. It's going to sort of be a trick, but not really, because you're going to choose it. It's going to be something that you choose. But Spirit is going to be real, sly about putting these choices on your table. Because Spirit knows where you're hurting. Spirit knows what you're scared of. And Spirit is not going to come at you hard. Spirit's not going to come at you in a mean way, in a pushy way. But Spirit's going to slide this shit under your door. And it's going to pop your third eye open. And I feel like it's going to be a gentle process, but it's going to radically change you. Change your perspective on yourself, change your perspective on others, change your perspective on these situations. Change your perspective on the type of life that you feel you deserve. This is also going to start the process of you maybe looking at this past life where you've died with this person. Maybe through dreams, maybe through movies that you watch, maybe through songs that you're led to. And I feel like Spirit has itself wrapped around you and this other individual. And Spirit is very gently guiding you back to each other. Because you're destined to be in each other's lives in whatever way that it's written in this life. So when you have these third eye experiences, visions, dreams, whatever it is, it's also going to exponentially affect your crown chakra, because we have this flame of divinity surrounded by the halo here. So it's gonna just be like a fire. Don't be afraid of it. It's not gonna hurt. It's gonna feel good, because this is you in your natural element of who you are. I'm really getting a major sign, which is interesting. Excuse me. I never thought I'd get a sign like this with this particular illustration, but with this creature here with the big ears, I feel like somebody specifically has some trauma about being made fun of as a child for the way that you look. So Spirit's going to be helping you with that as well. And Spirit also wants you to know that if that is how you feel, whoever this person is here that you've died with, that you are defensive with, that you have all these feelings for, or whatever, this person in question, even if you have had a past of being ridiculed for how you look, this person absolutely loves the way you look. Like, that's not gonna happen with this person. Like this person wants to shower you with compliments and affection and love, because this person knows your worth. They know your worth. I feel that very strong, and so does Spirit. But this person, they know your worth. And I feel like they're very willing and ready to show it to you in whatever way you will allow. Okay, Taurus, let's see. I feel like that's the end, but I want to see if there's any more cards that want to come out for you. I feel like you guys really need a good cry. Like, really. Like, you really just need to, you know, curl up in bed, watch a sad movie, play some sad music, trigger yourself, you know, look at pictures of this person, whatever it is that will trigger it, and you need to just cry that shit out, boo. Like, just cry. Like, embarrassing, like, ugly face cry type cry. And you can do it alone, you know. No, I don't feel any of these cards. You can do it alone. Nobody's got to watch you. It's not like you got to be on display or anything. But you really, I'm getting it very clear from Spirit. Like, please. Like, Spirit is saying, please, cry it out. Please cry this out. Because what you're going to gain after that is so beautiful. It's such a beautiful freedom. It's there's going to be a lot of things that you're going to, there it is. There's a lot of things that you guys are going to gain from allowing these emotions to come out of you, to move through you a lot. So we have take responsibility for your actions. And the bottom of the deck is one of my favorite cards in this deck, because I just really like this illustration. And I like the message. It says, understand it's more important to be real than right. And look at that. Came out with take responsibility for your actions. So what this means is, I feel that some of you guys have been wearing a false mask. You've been trying to pretend that you're good and you're innocent. Like, no, I didn't do that. No, that's not me. Like, no, I didn't do anything wrong. Type shit. But it's really important for you to take that mask off and to just say, hey. So it's like this. I was kind of a shitbag, but I was wearing a mask as in I wasn't. Or, hey, I did these things, but I hid them from you. Or, you know, whatever it is, hey, you know, this is, you know, putting on this mask of innocence, when really there's something here for you to take responsibility for, something that you know that what you did was maybe not the best decision. And with all of these cards, it's really important to understand that this person isn't going to be, they're not going to, like, crucify you for this. Like, it's probably going to go a lot better than you imagine, because underneath that we have, or underneath the bottom of the deck card, we have talk less, kiss more. And then we also have level up. And then we also have, and I saw this when I wasn't going to take the cards earlier, so I feel like this is the final card, apologize for lying then it will work. And this is a warrior. She's a warrior. So it's like mustering your strength that spirit wants to give you. And you're going to level up. Like, cry this shit out. You're going to level up. It's going to give you the courage to, whatever, write a letter, do whatever you need to do to take responsibility for putting on this mask and show your real self. Show your real self, whatever it is. And that, when you show your real self, that's going to really give you a level up. And the result that you are not expecting is love. The result you're not expecting is that this person loves you and wants and is going to love you, is going to want to kiss you. Like, the result that you're looking towards that you don't realize, once this is taken care of, is love. And we have these two cards here. You've died together. Talk less, kiss more. So, you might think this person doesn't want you, or, whatever. Whatever you might think. But these cards are telling me otherwise. That there will be harmony and love. Maybe some of you guys have been behaving in a certain way because, you have issues with your worth. And, like how this came up about being made fun of and things like that. So, and you might think, well, this person is just going to do the same thing that everybody else did. Or, this person maybe doesn't really love me. I don't know why I'm getting this specific message, but Spirit's saying this person does love you. Like, I feel like some of you guys, like, you have your shield up so high that nothing is getting through. And I feel like, you're walking around with this shield up and you're thinking, if this person really loves me, they're going to get through my shield. Or I'm going to walk around with this shield up and somehow I'm still going to be able to figure out if this person loves me. But that ain't going to work. Because if you're walking around with this shield up, the other person is more than likely going to be like, okay, fine. Like, keep your shield up. I'm going to go over here and do this other thing then. And they're not going to necessarily express their true feelings towards you if you have this guard up, because that's how energy works. If you're really guarded and you're possibly doing some type of underhanded things with this mask, if you're wearing a mask of some, okay, if you got this shield up and at the same time as you have this shield up, you also have a mask on. So this person's seeing a mask and a shield. Yo, what you think this person's gonna be doing? They're gonna be like, whatever. This person might know that you're doing this. And if somebody knows that you're doing this here, if they see this mask and this shield, and they know that you're trying to get a specific response out of them, they're going to give you a totally opposite response. Because if you're coming with defensiveness, then they're going to be in defensiveness. And if they sense that you're trying to get some sort of information out of them in a non-authentic way, their heart is immediately going to be like, nope. Because this is about heart stuff. Hearts have to be open to find the truth of other hearts. Like, see, there's no masks here. There's no masks. There's no shields. There's just two people kissing instead of talking. And maybe there's been a lot of talking. And maybe that talking is not authentic. And maybe that talking is blocking the love. So, that's your reading, Taurus. And I hope it helps. And I love all of you very much. So be kind to yourselves and be kind to each other. And don't take any shit. I'll talk to you guys soon.